Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very special interview with John Gierson, who I joined with the release of his new book, Danish Seagulls. John, it's a pleasure to see you. How are you doing?
I got this migraine.
You seem well.
Can I get whiskey?
You seem good.
I'm sober.
Thank you, John, for having us.
30 days sober.
So, with Danish Seagulls,
I would like some whiskey.
it poses a lot of questions to the audience about the nature of where we're going as a society moving into the 70s, which I think is the big question of the era, it being the 70s. What would you say was the main driving force for you writing this in 1969, right before the turn of the 70s? Could you say you predicted the zeitgeist?
You're the interviewer, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
We did the one 3 years back.
Yes.
67, wasn't it?
I did interview you.
I sensed there wasn't any confidence there, but now I think you just exude it.
John, if we can, I'd like to...
That's what they want now. Newsflash, bravado, confidence.
John.
And I'm here. And I'm wasting away.
I'd like to...
Look at me, I'm all washed up. Washed up in my house, this big house which I can't pay for anymore.
I'd like to divert the discussion towards your new book, Danish Seagulls.
I know you're trying to promote it for me, and I'm very grateful for that, but it's a stinker, man.
What was the process for writing this book?
It's a writing process.
And how does that differ from when I last interviewed you in 1967?
Same as always, it just killed me. In my books, they always try and just kill me. I'm sure your interviews do too. They just kill you from the inside. I was a real prick to you, man. I'm sorry. I was on some stuff.
For those at home, Mr. Gierson has recently been through a period of rehabilitation.
I'm better now.
And it is great to see you better.
But I can't write. It's not doing well. It's not reaching people. It's too real. It's messier than anything I've ever done.
Well, John...
People don't like that. They want every sentence to be structured in a way where each sentence leads on for another one. Each word has a meaning and it doesn't.
Well, John, honestly...
Tell you what we should talk about. Did you like my book?
So if we're being honest, John...
Don't act up for the audience. Tell them you liked it so they can buy copies of my book.
I thought it was slightly messy. I did. I thought there were just a few... Well, I wouldn't say minor, quite a few major typos in the book. It feels a little sloppy, I've got to say, John. Much like the title, Danish Seagulls, doesn't have any significance to the book, I feel the thematic purpose is slightly dissonant with the style of the book. I think you have to consider audience in your work, much like I have to consider the audience with this television show, and I have to keep it on track, and I have to make sure that the audience is enjoying the interview. And John, this is very highly unprofessional of you, I've got to say, showing up a little inebriated, and I know you say you're sober, but I do not believe you are. I've got a great reputation over these years, and I feel that you are somehow sabotaging my interview. John? John?
Your opinion means very little to me.
You're asking me the honest opinion of the book. I respected that, and I gave you my honest opinion.
You don't really care about my writing, not in any serious way.
We need to get back on track with what we were talking about before.
I'm sorry, I'm drifting off. I know I said I wanted the honest truth, but people never want the honest truth. Do you know that?
Can we finish up the interview by you telling us a few ideas that you might have for your next book?
They never want to hear what they don't want to hear.
John.
It's infuriating, but it's true, so you shouldn't have told me.
John, we're going to have to cut the interview.
You shouldn't have told me.
Thank you very much for talking to us and for having us at your home, John. It's been a real pleasure. And to the audience at home, we hope you've enjoyed this interview with John Gierson. And please, if you have any questions following the interview, send them in for our discussion tomorrow on Danish Seagulls versus the World, the critical reception of Danish Seagulls and what it means in the 70s. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a lovely evening. Goodbye.
I just need a drink. Thank you so much for your praise. It's great. I'm glad you're doing well.
John,
I really love you. I love you so much.
John,
love you.